the only one. No one likes being lied to.
Hey guys, if you're new to my channel, my name is Bianca. I try to upload at least 3 times a week, either makeup, skincare, or unboxings. Fun. Today's look is really simple. It's gonna be on the Tarteist Pro Remix Palette. Trying to do it with one palette. I know that it's really difficult to just carry around 3, 4, 5 palettes for different colors, so I want to show you how you can get a look, really nice look, using just one palette. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. It's the red button below. I always do it on this side, but it's over here. This is what it looks like. If you do like the way that it came out, just keep on watching. Hey guys, so we're gonna start off by priming our eyelids. Today I'm just using the Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow primer. You're gonna want to go ahead and start blending that up till your brow bone. So this is the palette that we're using today. It's the Tarteist Pro Remix. It is really beautiful. These are the colors that are inside. So the first color that we're going to be using is called Mixed Media. We're going to apply this all over our eyelid just to go ahead and set that eyeshadow primer. Now using the color Wall Art, we're going to go ahead and start applying that to our crease. If you haven't subscribed yet, go hit that subscribe button. Like I stated in the beginning of the video, I do post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm gonna mix it up a bit just so that you guys don't always assume that it's gonna be a makeup. So it's gonna be in the range of either makeup, skincare, or unboxings. You don't wanna miss it. Trust me, you don't wanna miss it. What we're going to do now is start applying eyeshadow primer to our eyelids. I'm not really cutting the crease today. I just want to make sure that the colors that I apply onto my eyelid have a good base to stick to. Using the color Artist, we're going to go ahead and start applying that to our outer corners. So unfortunately, this palette is really beautiful, but they only provided like 2 or 3 matte shades. So I wasn't really able to do anything more versatile on my crease area than the brown that I used. I do put in another color later on just because I felt like it needed a little bit of a oomph. Now this color Artist that I'm applying to my outer corner is really beautiful. It is like a shimmery foily color but it is like a deeper blue, and it does have a nice sparkle to it once you apply it onto the lid. I wasn't sure what colors I was going to be using for this look. I did know that I wanted to do something different. I didn't want to do anything neutral, so I gravitated naturally to the bolder colors in the palette, which is why I used, I believe, like 3 or 4 colors in it. Using the color Explosion, we're going to apply that right next to Artist, which is the color that we already have on our eyelids. This color is, again, one of the shimmery colors. The only colors that were matte, I believe, were the light brown, the warm brown, and the black. Using the color Mashup, we're going to go ahead and apply that onto the inner corner of the eye, right next to the green color that we have, which is color Explosion. In the pan, this color was more of a vibrant purple. Unfortunately, when I applied it onto my eyelid, it did sheer out a little bit. I do go in and apply maybe a couple layers, but it still doesn't seem to change the color at all. So what you're going to want to do now is blend the outer corners of the eyeshadows that you just applied onto your eyelid. So while I was blending everything out, I mean, the look did look pretty good like it is, or like it was, but I did feel like I can do more with it. So I did decide to use one of the other matte colors just to deepen up the look a little more. Using the color Ink, you're going to want to go ahead and start applying that to your crease. Like I said, I decided to deepen up the look a little bit more. I am really scared to use blacks just because you could go wrong really quickly. But I believe with proper, blending, that everything would work out. And I feel like it did. Please make sure that you blend this black out a lot, okay? Black is not an easy color to blend. I mean, it could be depending on the brand. Sometimes blacks can be patchy, and if you don't blend it out really well, you're gonna see the patchiness, which unfortunately in some parts of my video you do see the patchiness, but I fixed it, okay? I fixed it. So what I'm doing now is applying eyeshadow primer onto the corner of my eye. I did see a color in the palette that I really loved and I wanted to use, so I just wanted to make sure that it was equal to the other colors by adding an eyeshadow primer so that it has something good to stick to. So going into the color Graphic, you're going to want to start applying that to the outer corners of your eyes. Just wing it out a little bit. So yes, this is the color that I could not resist myself from using. I did have to add eyeshadow primer because I wanted to use it. But it is such a beautiful color. It was one of the first colors that caught my attention as soon as I opened the palette. It is like a shimmery purple, like a deep purple though. And I don't know what's wrong with me. Lately I just love my different shades of purple, but it was just too nice not to use in this look. So you're going to want to try to blend out that black eyeshadow into the faux wing that we made using the purple eyeshadow. You want to make sure that it looks kind of more put together, if that makes sense. It does look a little messy now, which is okay for me because I usually tend to apply my eyeshadows messy and then I come in at the end and blend everything out to make sure that it looks seamless. Another tip for creating looks with black eyeshadow, make sure, please make sure that you do it with a light hand. If you're gonna dip into the black, tap your brush out, okay? Tap that brush out, because if you have too much product on the brush, you're gonna easily have a black eye. Easily. So for today's video, I'm just gonna go ahead and fast forward through what I do with my face. You guys have seen this a bajillion, quadrillion times. I'm sure you already know my process. I just wanted to take this time and talk to you guys a little bit. Like, I was thinking of making maybe a hair care video. You guys know I haven't really been doing much to my hair lately, and that's mostly because I wanted to get healthy. Unfortunately, I wanted to get healthy, but I do want to diet. Like, I'm conflicted. I really do think that I want to diet though, more than anything, because I haven't touched my hair in about, I can say like 2 years or so, just for the purpose of making it get healthier or having it get healthier. But I'm leaning towards dyeing it because I think I need something different. I need a new look. I need to like start fresh after this whole coronavirus thing, ironically. Now, just let me know in the comments if that's something that you'd be interested in seeing me do. I do want to get my hair lighter, and you guys know that is a fun, not fun process. So let me know. So, little update for you guys. This concealer that I'm using is the Maybelline Age Rewind. I did used to use this a lot, basically every day, for I think a couple years, honestly. And then I stopped using it, which I don't know why. I really love it. I love it. Like, I was telling myself, why did I stop using it? Do I love it more than my Pretty Vulgar one? Maybe. Maybe, which I feel really bad about, but I'm here to tell you guys what works, what doesn't work. So surprise honey, okay? Plot twist. You guys know that I love my Ciate London Marbled Blush, right? But today I'm not using it. Can you guys tell? Like, once I'm done with the contour and the blush, let me know if you can tell that it wasn't my normal blush, because honey, I tried a new product today and I'm not gonna lie, I do really like it. It just gave me a different finish, which I'm not used to. It's more natural, which is fine. I guess I can use it more for like days that I go to work. I do prefer a more like non-natural or or unnatural look. I am one of those people that likes for other people to see that I'm wearing makeup. Like, I don't mind it. I really don't mind it. I don't care if people are like, oh, you have too much makeup on. Well, oh, mind your business. Yes, put some blush on your nose. It's gonna make a difference. So now you're gonna wanna go ahead and pick your favorite falsies and throw them bad boys on. If you have ones that are more dramatic, it would make this look so much better. Unfortunately, I just have these. Like I said, I just buy the random ones from either CVS, Rite Aid, wherever the heck I can go to buy one. But yeah, there's a lot of other eyelashes that would make this look so much more dramatic. It would take it to the next step. But unfortunately, I didn't have any. But if you do, do it and let me know that you did it. So you're going to want to go ahead and start blending that black out again. There's a lot of blending of this black. Trust me, there's a lot of blending, but there's a reason for it. We need it, okay? No matter how good you think it looks, it can look better. So the lip product that I'm using today is a lip gloss, and it is from Huda Beauty. It is one of those that has somewhat of like a dual color to it. Like it applies pink, but if you see it in certain lighting, it has like a, I want to say like a copper tone to it, like a copper hue. So you're just going to want to go ahead and apply whichever mascara you have or whichever one that you like to go ahead and make sure that your natural eyelashes blend into the falsies. So what I'm doing now is going back into the color explosion and applying that to my lower lash line. Make sure to repeat this step a couple of times at least, just so that you can build that intensity. What I'm gonna do now is just wet my flat brush with my setting spray and go ahead and start dipping it into my highlighter just to use it on my brow bone. If it starts looking somewhat intense, don't worry about it. We're gonna go ahead and blend it out. If you don't like the intensity of the look, just go ahead and go use maybe a color that's a little more flesh tone or a white. Anything matte would probably do for you. Using a smaller brush, you're gonna wanna go ahead and dip into the highlighter again and apply it into your inner corner. Using a fluffy brush, you're going to want to go ahead and start blending out the highlighter that we just placed on our brow bone. So what you're going to want to do now is start blending out the lower lash line. You want it to look a little bit smoky, a little bit sexy, you know. So using the same highlighter that we applied to the brow bone, I'm just going to go ahead and apply that as a regular highlighter on my cheekbones, on my nose, on my chin, sometimes my forehead, whatever your preference is. I just went back into the palette to reapply some of the color that I had on my eyelids. I realized that after blending so much that I was taking away from the color that I had on my eyelid, and I really wanted that to pop out, to show more than anything, because that was what made the look more beautiful.
You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us.
So just to make sure that the look looked put together and finished off, I decided to blend out that black eyeshadow a little more, just because I did see some patchiness, but honey, that's okay, we fixed it. To make my eyes a little more sultry, I decided to go in and use an eyeliner on my waterline. And to finish everything off, I just applied some mascara to my lower lashes. So this is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for clicking on my video, for watching it, for sticking through it. You guys are the best. I've said this a million times. You guys rock. If you haven't subscribed, I will say it again, okay? Go hit the subscribe button. I have a lot of things coming. You don't want to miss it. Hit that post notification bell. Hit it. Doesn't hurt you, right? It doesn't hurt. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
I was angry before.